as you can see. With it in my hand, and tortellini is one of those things that I just can't do with it on a board. I need to hold it in my hand. I think that's just me and how I was taught. And I am once again using the water. Now in this case, I'm using enough water on this to really make it sticky. I'm folding it over and I'm pressing with my fingers. And some of that filling may come out. That's okay because I am pressing. And if it pops out on the other side, again, that's okay. Now at this point, because it's habit for me, I like to take my fork and I like to press it down to create that seal, same way we did with the ravioli. And that's what makes my tortellini a little more unique, because tortellini you buy in the store doesn't have those marks in it. I'm going to take a little bit more water, go towards the center of my tortellini, bring it together, and tie it. Tie it by just pressing it. And we have a pretty perfect tortellini. Put that right there with the others. Let's do that again. Let me grab a towel and dry my hands, because the worst thing that we can do is have too much moisture. Now on this one I'm going to put a little bit less filling. The one nice thing about doing these tortellinis, especially when you do a lot of them, is you begin to get kind of your groove going and you realize quickly how much is too much. So I'm going to go probably a quarter less on this batch than I had on the other one. Again, now I'm going to show you that you can do it on a board. I'm going to break my own habit, see if I can do it. And I think I did. And you kind of bring these together, and you can do it in the center as well. It almost looks like a little mini turnover, you know, a little filled apple turnover. In this case, we're using ricotta cheese. So to be more traditional, like I said, press that together. Use your finger to kind of create an indentation and bring that back together. And come over, connect at the base, and you have, once again, a nice tortellini. And one more time, because redundancy is good in the kitchen, we're going to go with a little scoop. A little bit less. Come on in. Get that excess flour off. And you can see I'm reverting back to bad habits. I have to pick that thing up again. And I'm getting pretty much all the excess area covered with that cold water. And fold over. Tighten. Excess comes out. And you can see already I'm getting into my groove, and I'm going a little bit faster on these than I did on the others. It's nice and tight. Come in the center. Fold over your tails. That's what we're going to call them from now on, the tails of the tortellini. And we have a nice finished pasta tortellini. Now, again, all fun, and when you're cooking for kids, I'll just kind of might add here for a moment, kids love shapes and different things, so you can show them how to take a simple filling and kind of use it in a diverse application. Speaking of that, if you're doing it with kids, peanut butter and jelly raviolis, other kind of fun, interesting things for kids, the sky's the limit. Have fun. So to recap, we have a variety of different types of pastas that we made from one dough. We've got our fettuccine, our thin-cut fettuccine, our thicker-cut fettuccine, aka pappardelle. We've got ravioli in a variety of shapes. We've got our tortellini, and of course we have our rags on the far right, which we can just kind of keep to ourselves and toss a little bit of pasta. This kind of finishes our ravioli pasta segment. Hopefully you've learned a couple things. And one final note before we move from this segment, if you want to introduce herbs into your pasta, I always recommend using dried herbs versus fresh herbs, because they don't get rancid over the course of a couple days. I think chopped parsley over 2 or 3 days kind of tastes like chopped grass. So dried herbs, a little bit goes a long way, and it's a nice way to also add some flavor and interest to your pasta.